It's nice, and what an incredible time we had tonight. We just saw the Baby Fat Fashion Show. We saw the Simmons Jewelry Company line. I mean, we've interviewed who? Ray J. Who else did we interview? I mean, everybody. So many stars I can't even remember, y'all. So just stay here with Choking Nicely. It's me, always on the scene.
All of us come out of struggle. And we study the American dream, and we can't wait when we get our first dollar. What will we buy? Which luxury products do we gravitate to? I mean, we decided the Maybach or the Phantom was better. We decided, Frank Mueller. My wife came home with that watch. I remember. And then I saw Jay-Z and Puffy had that watch, and Reverend Run had that watch. And then I saw it in Watch Time magazine. Then I saw it in Lifestyles magazine. Then I saw it in Rob Report. Then it was an American brand. The reason I'm telling the whole long story is because they have such good taste. They study the culture and they always have these high aspirations, and when they get their chance, they want to do. And so they're doing it, It's like they decided when Tommy Hilfiger was going to make his mark, they decided when Bath Bomb was going to make his mark later, So this when they became confident they could do it themselves. In an industry that they developed, that they worked so hard to build, can be in part their own, which I think is special.
So in which way music can be a source of inspiration for fashion?
Yeah, but the music is only the poets. The rappers are poets. They're not just like a gospel singer that was brought to New York to sing about love and sex when he didn't have love and sex. He had love, but only love for Lord, maybe. Right? But he comes and they make him this singer, this soul singer. And they make this rock singer's got a great voice, and they put him in front of them. These are poets. It's their heart that's bleeding. So they speak about their lifestyle. So it's different. Not that jazz or blues or rock and roll artists weren't lifestyle artists, but rappers, the whole thing is about their heart and their style. It's not can they sing, it's their poetry. It's a big difference. So this particular art form loads itself more to lifestyle than the previous American cultural phenomenon.
So you're saying music is part of the hip-hop lifestyle?
They describe what the time capsule. If you listen to the rappers, you know exactly what they're thinking during that period. You'll get all the rap records from now, you'll know exactly what's in style. You'll know what's going on. If you got all the rock and roll records from 1959, you wouldn't know how people were dressing and what cars they were driving and where they wanted to live, and you wouldn't know that much. You could hear a bunch of love songs or a bunch of something, but if you hear all the rap songs, you would know everything that's going on. At least everything that's cool or said that, in this community's mind, it would all come out right in the record.
What I'm trying to say is that artists that are making the culture making the art.
The fusion between the two.
I go to work every day on 7th Avenue. Every day I'm on 38th Street and 7th Avenue. Every zipper, every button, every band on every pair of underwear, every logo that appears on every sock, every lining in every suit jacket, everything that happens is something I work on. The designers see me 5-8 times a day. I walk by each one of their desks every day, a lot of aggravation, creative aggravation I give them. I bring in a lot of clothes that inspire me. I work with them full time. I'm in the fashion business. So I'm not I'm not someone who they just borrow my inspiration and make clothes. Very important point I'm making.
Well, this is a question. As your music has evolved, so has the fashion industry. They both stopped. 20, 30 years ago, they were not celebrities sitting in the front row. Now they are. How do you import them?
Well, again, hip-hop is cultural, and it's not just music. It's lifestyle. Fashion's a part of the hip-hop communities, they talk about their highest aspiration. Remember jazz and blues and rock and roll. Remember Chuck Berry had orange suits and an orange Cadillac to match. They're not slumming hip-hop artists. They're trying to get ahead. Different from what the jazz artists or the blues artists did when they got a chance. In other words, when Elvis Presley, not Elvis, but any rock and roll artist, seems like when the pop rock artists came, and they were like middle class or affluent kids slumming. They're playing race music, but Eminem's not playing race music. Eminem's from the slum. You know what I mean? So that's a difference. The community that built it, the people who come out of poverty, the idea is still the same today, even though it's become mainstream. It's a very important point. So, you know, it hasn't.
Hip-hop definitely influenced the style of today. Or is it
Well,
the other way
they
around?
love the American dream. They want to live up to it. It's not that they want to rebel against it. They want the American. That's why they picked the new car. They decided about that. I said earlier, the Maybach or the Phantom. It's their decision. And the Maybach dealers know it. They sit in front of Ja's house with the first car. They want Ja Rule to own it when they know that he's going to inspire people. So they're very good at choosing culture and brand building. And they do choose. The clothes don't make them, they make the clothes. If Jay-Z put on a French cuff shirt, then suddenly, even though hip-hop artists didn't have any made, but it became a frenzy. French cuff shirts got hot. The artist influenced the style. It's a little bit of both, but the artist mostly influenced the fashion.
Choco choke. You know what it is. Yo, y'all niggas with a stay DL. Down low. Stop flossing, man. You just want them to just come and get you? Learn from our mistakes, man. That's what this is about. Learn from mistakes. Choco joke. Let's go. You already know. Make it low. Let's go. My aim was enlightened. Drop jewels on you. You thinking I'm jealous? I ain't got cheddar like you. I'm the dude to a game. You got school. Was a local cat snatch you when I made moves. I'm paranoid and preaching. You was sleeping. Knew you was sneaking.